Hey guys, it's Jelly. So I know a lot of people who think managing their money and getting on track with their finances is something that's extremely difficult or something that you have to be super strict with or just a stressful endeavor. But if you know me, you know how I move. Like I, I pay for people's things, I pay for my things, I buy nice things. I live, I would say, in a very financially free situation, and it's not because I'm rich by any means. It's because I have set up a plan and set up a system that works for me and my finances and my financial goals so that I'm able to live how I want to live, right? So, for the people who think that getting to that place is difficult to where they can have nice things and build towards the goals they want and do all of that, I'm here to tell you that it's not. And I'm here to also share with you kind of the blueprint of what I work through clients with and what I work through on my own so that you can get to a place where you feel like you're financially stable and you're thriving. So here is the pretty much the blueprint of what I go through with clients. I call it the financial stability track. The first thing up there is stop the bleeding. So I have next to it track, budget, correct. So what this really is, stop the bleeding, is to figure out with what you're making now how to get to surviving level, right? Or get past surviving level. Because I know a lot of people, you're living paycheck to paycheck, things are getting sent to collections, you're just struggling, right? So at this point, we're just trying to get you out of that struggling stage to get you to management stage. I have a track, so if you use like banking, so you use mostly debit cards, credit cards, this is the point where I want you to go through the statements to make sure that you know what's coming out of your paycheck and to see what you're actually bringing in. Because sometimes you'll talk to people, or if you even try to write it down yourself, you're like, oh, I probably spend $200 in food. But if you go through your statements, there's like $400 worth of food in there. Or I probably make, like 2 grand a month or something like that. And you look and like last month you only made 1,800. So this is the point where I want you to track, figure out what's actually happening. If you don't use bank statements, this is the time to look through receipts if you have it. And if you don't have that, like if you're like a cash system, you can set up a time where you're like, hey, this next month I'm going to spend normally or just try to spend how I think I'm supposed to spend and keep all those receipts and transactions, a record of that, so that moving forward you can look at that and see what's actually going on. After that, you want to start to budget. So I know budget is kind of like this interesting word where it sounds like it's anything special, but really, all it is making a plan for your money. So after you figured out where money has been going, where money has been coming from, now you want to make a plan for moving forward, what your money is going to be doing for you. And then the third thing I have up here is correct. So once you start to try to follow your budget, now's the time to correct what works for you, what doesn't. If you tried the envelope system, or if you tried the separate account systems, or all the other systems that are available to you to budget, and those haven't worked for you, or the amount that you have set up budgeted to, let's say, for transportation, or let's say for food, if that's not working for you, now is the time to correct your plan so that it's a plan that works for your lifestyle and for the goals that you're trying to make. But right now, I want you to stop the bleeding. So make sure that at least what is coming out is from the money that's available to like come into you every month. Next thing is getting ahead. This is the growth stage. You're managing, your bills are getting paid, the basic living necessities are happening, but now I want you to grow and get ahead from there. So this is emergency fund. Um, because a lot of people, you can get stable, but if you don't have any emergency fund, you're going to fall back into that same struggling situation that you were in before. So this is where we set up an emergency fund. We work on your debt payoff, debt management, because it doesn't make any sense to be looking at investments or looking at saving for trips and doing all this other stuff when you right now you're losing money, or trying to make more money, start a business and all that stuff, when the money that you're looking to earn is right there in your pockets but slowly going out to interest or whatever fees and stuff to other debt accounts. So debt management and credit improvement, because people don't think that about credit as an opportunity a lot of times, right? Some people do, but I look at it as an opportunity. It's an opportunity to save money, one, because if you need to finance other things, you can do it. It's an opportunity to earn more money, right? Because if a job or somebody is going to check your credit, you want that to be straight. And it's also an opportunity to grow and to build, because if you have access to that capital, to capital and access to cheap capital, it allows you more opportunities to build and grow for yourself. And so that next thing is really to build. So now you're stopping the bleeding, you're not struggling. Now you've got ahead, you have an emergency fund, you're not wallowing in debt. Your credit score is good. Now you can build. So you can save for goals. You can invest in yourself. You can increase your income, add passive income, build your legacy, do anything to make your family situation better. And that's pretty much it. Like, I know I'm long winded, but it's a very short process, right? So you don't want to be struggling. You want to be managing. And next thing you know, you want to be growing. You don't want to be paying out a whole bunch of money and trying to figure out how to make more money. Figure out where you're going wrong with paying out money. Like, I can go over this 1,000 times, but I feel like it's a super, super, super simple process. If you need help with that, you know that I work with people for that. But yeah, if you want this in a written form or something, I can DM it to you or message it to you or email it to you or whatever. But yeah, good luck, guys. We're hitting that new year coming up. I want to be thriving. I want everyone around me to be thriving. I want everyone that I'm affiliated with in any sense to be thriving. So let's do that. If you need help, hit me up. But yeah, good luck and happy holidays.